and over and over. It's just 2 months. Oh, how long does it take for a woman to carry a pregnancy? 9 months. 2 months. These people are crying. 2 months. They are crying. This man, they talk. They say, you don't need to talk anymore. Even that I don't reach. The thing where their eye go see, their mouth no go fit talk. If your condition no fit make you talk, like I saw a way fella talk, then you go no say suffer. So you never suffer the Africa. Jimmy, I love you for this audio you played tonight. This thing should be repeated over and over repeatedly. When we were talking, they said obedience. They will say, oh my, these people should know. Igbo made na brand. I tell people, Igbo made na brand. Just like Ifiga made in Igbo made a brand. Enjoy what you produce. Be a true Nigerian. You cannot say Nigeria is one without being inclusive. Peter Obi is not going to be the president of Nigeria because he's an Igbo man. He's going to be the president of Nigeria because he is competent. If you want a better Nigeria, be open-minded, be non-tribalistic. Iyaje shege metala siwalara. Guys, keep it up whichever way I can support you. En tó bá létí kó gbọ́ kó fà, en tí ó bá fẹ́ gbọ́ Iyaje shege metala. It don't reach the condition now where person where they abroad safe, no fear person where they there. Èkó tó ẹ pé èrò everywhere. Ta ló bí re kó wa mọ́tò? Níbo ló ti fẹ́ rí? Ta ló bí re kó wa mọ́tò náà dà? Epo níbo ló ti fẹ́ rí? Bóyá rí nìyẹn. Tó bá fẹ́ gbà, Iyaje shege metala sí bàbá ńlá wọn lá. I thank you guys. One love, man. Peace.
Thank you, my brother. Jimmy, I beg, check your DM.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Let's run through this. Okay. We'll go. Thank you, Lara. We'll go to, I think, Messi. Messi is a female. Then from Messi, we'll go to Call Me Lexi. Call Me Lexi. We'll go to Ari. Then I'll do Tutu. Messi, go ahead.
Ekaleo, Ekaro, Ekason, going back. Anybody about what? My name is Messi. I'm from Delta. I'm not Yoruba, but I speak Yoruba very well. So Jimmy, Otumba, Auntie Bolanle, thank you so much for the wonderful work that you guys are doing. Sincerely, I don't know how to thank you guys. You guys are really doing a whole lot. I stumbled on this platform during where it means during the court cases, and ever since then I've been joining. I've been enjoying all the different submissions that I've been giving on the platform. This is where we find ourselves. Nigeria, this is where we find ourselves, sincerely. It's so painful. It's so painful that thank God we have woken up. Because I've been praying for a day like this. I've been praying that when will Nigerians wake up? When are we going to wake up from our slumber? And today, at least, everybody is now aware of what is going on. Because the fuel price that they've increased, very soon a lot of things is going to change. Farmers, I have a small farm that I handle, and I rely so much on fuel, for irrigation. What I use on a weekly basis to do my irrigation is now like 4 times now. Of course, when the produce come out, I have to put it, I have to sell. I have to add that money because the cost of that extra fuel that I'm paying for. It's so sad. And somebody sits somewhere and is saying 70, in fact, it's not 76, 90-something years old man is the one that can liberate Nigeria. èèyàn tó bá ti jíyàn ní nǹkan, the day you steal from somebody, tó bá ti jíyàn ní nǹkan, kò sí bó ṣe fẹ́ lo nǹkan tó jí kó fi ṣe, ó lè fi ṣe nǹkan rí. And that is what is happening to Baba now. He stole a mandate that does not belong to him. And he think he can run with that mandate. He run. Oh, mama shisheni. Oh, mama shisheni. But rara won go yera won mo. This video that you played this evening, listen to you and I was laughing. This morning on Arise TV, somebody, called his name Dele Fulani, came and complained that he's an APC person and he's saying that some of them have been sidelined. If you want to talk to Baba, you have to call APC Lagos. APC Lagos will give you, I don't know if it's a code they transfer between themselves just to talk to Tinubu. And I'm wondering, is the presidency, is this for APC people alone? Or the presidency is meant for Nigeria? So if I want to get something, I have to call Tinubu before in fact, I sincerely don't know what is going on in this country. And may God will definitely help all of us in Jesus' name. It's as if the Nigerians have been hypnotized for a very long time. And thank God for Peter Obi that came into limelight to open the eyes of people to know that something is actually wrong with Nigerians. Not with them because they're just few politicians. They know what they are doing. Wọ́n gbogbo wọn mọ̀ nǹkan tí wọ́n ń ṣe, àwa tá jẹ́ electorate àwa la ò mọ̀ nǹkan tá à ń ṣe, because wọ́n ti plan wọ́n ti pa wọ́n ti kún but eléyìí ti bu wọn lọ́wọ́, olè tí wọ́n jà wọ́n máa gbé lẹ́gbẹ̀yìn náà ni. Gbogbo for those people that are very close that I know that are supporting APC, one thing I always tell them is this: if you feel that what Tinubu did is good, so I want to dàgbà, mo máa sọ fún wọn pé ọmọ yín ọjọ́ ẹ̀yẹ ọmọ yín nǹkan tó ọmọ yín tó bá fúyà ọmọ yín lọ bèrè nǹkan tó tọ́ sí wọn ò ní fún, wọn máa gbé fún ẹlòmíì, tó bá ti gbé fún ẹlòmíì ọjọ́ yẹn lẹ máa rántí ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ sọ lẹ́yìn pé Tinubu òun mandate tó gbé yẹn òun ló deserve it. That day you guys will remember that day. Do you understand? So the whole thing is, I bless God that a lot of things is going to change in this country. And by God's grace, it will definitely change. All I will tell us is, let us not relent. But the good work you guys have started sincerely will continue to with this way. Let us keep talking to people. Every day I look at the platform, we keep increasing on a daily basis. And as I'm also telling people to join, we keep increasing on a daily basis. And I know a lot of people are already gingered already. We will not get to the point we will fight. That's my prayer. But that mandate will take it by God's grace. And as the man, as Peter B will step in to take over the country, there will be peace everywhere in this country in Jesus' name. We will all progress together. Anybody gbogbo àwọn ọ̀tá Nàìjíríà tó ń dín kí Nàìjíríà kọrí bó ṣe rí yìí, gbogbo nǹkan tó bá ń dùn mọ́ wọn ló bá di ìbànújẹ́ fún gbogbo wọn nílé wọn lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan lágbára Ọlọ́run, torí ìnira pọ̀ gidi gan ni. Ẹ máa lọ lójú títí àwọn ẹ máa tọrọ owó lọ́wọ́ yẹn, máa rí ọkùnrin, ẹ máa rí obìnrin tó gbọ́ṣọ, wọ́n máa tọrọ owó, please can I just get 500 naira to add to what I just to take transport home? And I keep wondering, for how many people will you keep giving 500 naira to? This is the situation on ground, sincerely. And I pray that God will continue to help us in Jesus' name. Uncle Brajimi, Otumba, Sister Bolanle, Uncle Adaji, 1 million March, 1 million Nigeria, everybody that have been doing all this, God will continue to strengthen you guys. God will give you the wisdom to lead the people. Ọlọ́run máa fún yín ṣe, ìmọ̀ yín Ọlọ́run nígbà mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́ lórúkọ Jésù. Because you guys are using your resources, your money and everything to run this. God will surprise you guys in Jesus' name. Kò ní tán níbẹ̀, ọwọ́ yín ò ní kan ìsàlẹ̀ àpò yín lórúkọ Jésù. Thank you so much and God bless everybody. I yield the mic. Thank you.
Amima, thank you so much, man. Thank you.
That was beautiful.
Yes. And there was a reason I brought you, because I was like, I know your name doesn't sound Yoruba, but I know you probably can speak Yoruba once. Thank you for proving it right. Jimmy, let's call me Lexi and then we'll go back and replay the tape. We're streaming this.
I was actually
sorry.
Call me Lexi, Odututun, Chris,
and Harry.
Then, then we play the audio because thanks Violent Space, thank you they are streaming it live now, so we'll play the audio again for people
the reason I'm streaming is, Jimmy, how did you block only the space you want? What you block, you will go on.
Honestly, so Saddam has reached out to me. 1 million has reached out to me. Well, if they can send their undo to me, I can unblock. Yeah, I can unblock them that way. But otherwise, going on blocking about.
We need a space for people that you'll be a speaker. People that you unblock, they should come. They should not come and do public apology. I tell you, so you can unblock them. We should take an entire space.
Over 7,000 people, so it's difficult.
7,000.
Oh, I'm telling you, yeah, 7,000 now. Over 7,000. Ah, and to bá ní kí Peter Obi má di president. Kẹsọra yín dọ̀bọ̀ kún oníyẹ̀rí. Kẹsọra yín di Ṣáàkì ọba ẹja o. Kẹsọra yín dà kúrakúdà. Tólóyìnbó pè ní crocodile lágbára Ọlọ́run. Lágbára Aláwùrábí Peter Obi á jẹ yín máyé. Bó ṣe máa rí nìyẹn tí mọ̀ kankan. Ó máa jẹ yín.
Ọlọ́run ló ní kí Jimmy lọ school garage ló bá wà garage àwọn àpèkò sọ́kàn ni. I'm gonna say you go school.
All right, let's listen to this town crier for a few minutes, and we go straight to our speakers.
See, all this I'm saying are not my personal opinion, but we are closer to the people. These are what is going on in the public. That the Lagos politicians, then it's not left for you. It seems to favor the Lagos politicians. Then it's not left for you to distinguish who is Lagos politician, who is not Lagos politician. As I believe the primary definition of Lagos politician are those, even though they are from other states, but they base in Lagos and they play their politics in Lagos. These are friends of Mr. President that were even in his cabinet when he was governor. So we are not trying to cast aspersion, on anybody. We're just telling Mr. President to look to spread out. It's just an advice to Mr. President. To spread out. I see my point.
Advisor.
Give your own tea, Bele. What should you advise you? In 2 weeks, you go threaten them. In 2 weeks, that threatening go threaten them in 2 weeks.
I did mention the last appointment. Those there are people that have worked with president before, people that are Lagos State, that are politicians, in Lagos. So that's what we are saying. That president should.
So
it's a humble, it's a humble call, it's a humble advice, without hurting anybody, without casting aspersion, on anyone.
Délé alákìrí sọ tí ò lè sọ.
Ó wúwo lẹ́nu ẹ̀ kò lè sọ. Ó wúwo kò ṣeé gbé. Welcome to people just joining the space. This is for all Nigerians to know that what happened during this last election was a travesty. All Yorubas are not who they portrayed us to be. There is something they call Omoluabi in Yoruba. We've explained it earlier on. I will try and explain it again. It's just people that do the right thing at the right time. They don't care. They don't make their decision based on tribe, ethnicity, or by political affiliation. They simply make their decision based on what is right and what is wrong. Tinubu coming out for presidency is absolutely wrong. Somebody, Yoruba ló kàn. The worst of us cannot represent us. They could call it a political game. But in this sense, out of all the presidential candidates that stepped out, only one was outstanding. Only one was outstanding. It wasn't outstanding because he's an Igbo man. No. It was outstanding because of his upbringing, because of his character, because of his antecedents, because of the fact that he's been tested with money and power and he used it well. But coincidentally, he happens to be an Igbo man. That doesn't matter. To me, he's an Omoluabi, and that was the reason why I supported him. I'm not going to trash Peter Obi simply because he's an Igbo man. And I'll now go for a useless walking mannequin, Moga Jangwa Tole, Duke of Bedwetters, simply because he's my tribe man. No, I won't do that. I'm not in talking terms with my family members simply because of this matter. What is right is right. What is wrong is wrong. I don't care even if you're the only person standing. Stand for what is right and obedient. Wherever you are standing on the right side of history and you are standing for what is right. Don't let anybody use any conformity experiment on you. Stand your ground. You see what is going on right now? Had we had known, we shouldn't have voted him. They are now regretting. It's even too soon. I never knew we'll be laughing like this. It's too soon. Whatever is going on is their own business. People want to hit the street to do protests. Let them go. We are not protesting. Obedient. We had misunderstandings among ourselves based on protests. I keep telling people this movement is different. This movement is destined to do something different. What people have never seen before, they will see it in this movement. When you do what no one has done before, you surely see what no one has seen before. And that is what is going on. They keep miscalculating. They are comparing 2015, 2019 election. It is different. Obedience was not in the equation. You are missing obedience from that equation. If it's a mistake in here, it's different this time around. We have come to claim our country back. And your bigotry is not going to divide us. We had people come here, speak Yoruba, Igbo woman, spoke Yoruba, spoke Igbo, spoke English. 2 of them. And I'm sure we have them all over the place. We have Wazobia in people all over the place. We are one. I'm married to an Igbo woman. I'm a Yoruba man. Guys, don't let them use that bullshit on us. It's not going to work. We are well-meaning Nigerians. And what we want is just simple, good governance. And one person can give that to us. And we've invested our hope in him. I have no single doubt we're getting our country back. And we will get it back on God. Thank you. Thanks for coming. That's for people that's just joining. Thank you. God bless you. Call me Welt. How you doing, my brother? Let's do like 3-4 people, and we'll play the audio again for people to hear. So what I'm gonna do is I'll try and cut it out. I'll tweet it before I sleep today, so everybody can have access to that. So yeah, I'm gonna do that because a lot of people have been requesting for it. So call me Welt. How you doing, my brother? Go ahead.
Yeah, àjọ òtún o, ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá tiwa, thanks for coming, ẹ ṣé gan, ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ káàsán, ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́, ẹ káalẹ́. Emir Saddam, how are you coping with this our language? Who go explain to you like this? You go explain tire, but I hope you are enjoying it. Honestly, it is always a good time to be here amidst my people. It gives me joy. If it can run for 12 hours, I enjoyed it. Because we stand on the right side of judgment. We don't even need to go far. These people don't understand. When Peter Obi told them face to face that 2023 won't be business as usual again. They thought it is a joke. There is nothing they will do to this mandate. And there is nothing they will do. It's just a matter of time. Wọ́n sọ pé early stage wọ́n sunkún. Ẹ mọ̀ pé tó lóyún bá ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lóyún early stage ó ń ṣe wọ́n. Òun ló sì ń ṣe àwọn bigot. We have entered each other. We have aligned. And thank God that this election has really made us know the real Nigerians and those who choose to be Omali. One person why the other. I'm sitting on the chat, I'm sitting on the mat. You want to demean our brain, our sense, just because of you say you are Yoruba. We know ourselves. My people and my people know me. Standing on the right side of the justice. Ẹ ṣe kó dáa so that a máa jọ jèrè ẹ̀ ní. It's not that only me we enjoyed it. Gbogbo wa la máa jọ jèrè ẹ̀. See all of us on this space by this time. Ìwà òṣì, ìwà burúkú tí Mahmood tó wù ló gbé wa débi bíbáyìí. If you have done the right thing, we won't be here. We'll be talking about something else. If Peter Obi lose, let's just come up for lose honorarily. No, and we accept. But it is glaring. There is nothing that can prove that that man is real. And èèyàn kan sọ wípé tán bá ti lé kúrò ńbẹ̀ kó gba ìyàgbé. Kọ́ má wàṣọ sùn o.
Call me Wealth. 1 minute, please. 1 minute, please. So, guys, there's a latest development that David Udeyin just tweeted now. I just put it up on the Jumbotron, and I hope it's not what it is, because David wrote something before he attached it, and he said this person has never sent him anything untrue before, ever. Reliable source. Let me read it to you. The president just rose from a meeting with Governor Uzodinma or whatever, DG, SSS, Chairman, ICPC, and instructed them to go after the tribunal judges and including the lawyers of Atiku and Peter Obi. Please, I heard this from a reliable source. That was just that's a text message, but they cut it out, and it's like an attachment file to David Udey's tweet. So here's the thing. You see, APC, they've been longing to do protest. And we've been talking about waiting for the judges to do the needful. Right now, everybody worldwide, not even Nigeria alone, worldwide, not even Africa alone, worldwide, no say no be this man will win. Now, if this is true, quote my word, if this is true, ọ̀rọ̀ Tinubu dàbí ẹni tá a fẹ́ sun jẹ tó fẹ́ fi epo para. Person when we want roast, can't go they use oil they rub body. Sherry, what will before that country? Because they know we've been shouting about this. Saddam don't they talk up for violent space. There is no two ways to this matter. Now, what they are trying to do now is to even make sure there is no even judgment. Sherry, eléyìí ò ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ dẹ́tẹ̀ o. Eléyìí ò ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ dẹ́tẹ̀. They want war in that country. They want war. Tinubu will start something he will never finish. He don't talk him. To start chaos is easy. He doesn't understand what is coming. And I pray this tweet is untrue. I pray and hope it's fake news. I pray and hope it's fake news. People will die for that country. People will die in that country. Because this is a threat. They say we will go court for crying out loud. We are in court. Let them go with the proceedings. Ó rò pé ìwọ nìkan ni ó lè jẹ gàba ìgboro ti dàrú. You think you have the monopoly of violence? Oh, you think because you are a president now, you are untouchable. Tẹ́ ẹ bá ń gbọ́ mi kétékété, ẹ máa gbọ́. Ẹ̀yin tí Tinubu, ẹ máa gbọ́. Wọ́n ní kọ́mọdé má dẹ̀tẹ̀. Wọ́n ní kọ́mọdé má dẹ̀tẹ̀. ẹjọ́ dẹ́tẹ̀ tó bá ti lè dànù gbogbo má ṣe lóògùn ẹ o don't dare it má ṣe ní oògùn ẹ ẹ jẹ́ kó jáde rárá pé wọ́n fọwọ́ kàn kankan lára àwọn lawyers wọn they arrest any Labour Party lawyers we sabi all of them they arrest any one of them lásán kò sí tó kàn mí pẹ̀lú àwọn ti Àtíkù all the lawyers lásán ayé ìlú yẹn ti lọ because we don't want problem láti jọ́ ta ti wá sórí space all these days we've been hosting spaces we never advocated for even protest we've been we all we wanted to do was just to be a well-meaning Nigerian and obedient people àmọ́ ẹnirọ́ ẹlórí yín fẹ́ burú ẹlẹ́ẹ̀ní gbà ọmọ tó bá ní ìyá òun ò ní sùn òun gan ò ní fojú borun o that is the breaking news. I just want you guys to have that at the back of your mind because it seems things are getting faster, are moving faster, and they will probably happen sooner than you expect. Because now they know that judgment cannot fail. They know it is either they, you see, and I'm certain, I am certain that is based on the written address response that happened. Nobody go read that thing. And nobody go read that thing. We no go know say na KO. Saddam made a tweet and he wrote it there. Knockout. Oh no, láwọn onímọ̀ràn gidi. Ó láwọn advisors. Wọ́n máa jẹ́ kó mọ̀ pé ẹ̀pà ò bóbóró mọ́ o. Eléyìí ti lọ o. Sà. Eléyìí ò lè work. Wọ́n ti jẹ́ kó mọ̀. So now they don't even want the judgment to be pronounced. Ayé yín ò ní dáa. Nílùú yẹn. You see, the will right now. You don't understand the will people have right now. We want a good governance in that country. Enough is a fucking enough. They passed 800 billion naira today. They passed it. Àwọn olórí burúkú. Àwọn mẹ̀kúnnù ń jìyà. People are suffering. And they passed a bill whereby all their useless House of Assembly members will go home with 25 million naira every month. Àwọn aláyé bàjẹ́. Go and touch them. The lawyers, our Peter Obi's lawyer, go and touch them and let us hear. Say they don't arrest them. I won't say more than that. Call me well, please round up real quick.
Yeah. Now let's go now. Kosiwala. We are ready. Obedient. Just get set. They are the one that have something to lose. Our link lose. They are the one that have something to lose. We have nothing to lose. It's either we take it back or we destroy everything. This fight is not for me alone. It's for us. The only thing we want is give us back our country. And if you could give it back to us, we have a safe place to stay. Please, together and win this. I rest my case. Thank you.
Thank you, Call Millwell. Otuba, who is meant to go next?
Harry.
Is it who?
Harry.
Okay. Harry, go next. Then Chris, I see you. Don't worry, you're gonna speak. Chris, Odun Tuntun in that order. Then we'll play the audio. Then we'll take a new cue after that. Harry, my brother, how you doing? Harry, are you there? He's probably trying to unlock his phone. Harry. Okay, Ari's not close by his phone. Okay, Chris, how you doing? Go ahead, make it real quick.
Yeah, my brother, thank you very much. I'm doing good. I hope you're doing well. I call from where I am. I greet everyone. This news that Jimmy just draw attention to just change my mood. And if it is anarchy that they want, that anarchy that he wants to start, when it starts, he'll not be able to stay in the kitchen when he starts cooking. Share 18 say now only in that violence is monopoly only if you enjoy it. You never see anything. See, that guy is purely not. See, I don't even know how Yoruba land is accommodating that guy. That guy is not Yoruba. Baba, you don't show Yoruba. How? Because I don't understand how in Nigeria, in present day, maybe 60 years ago, in present day, Koyemi, I don't understand how in Nigeria we want to declare war in the land. I don't think in present day in Nigeria, no matter what our divide is, no matter what the sentiments are, Papa, you don't share Yoruba now. In fact, well, in anyways, I've been waiting to speak, but I don't have a lot to start. I just want to say thank you to the Yoruba people. Lori Dipo Babami, right? That's to say on behalf of my father, I'm here to say thank you to the Yoruba people because Babami won't show you when he was alive. He was always grateful. And he was always telling us stories how he came to the Yoruba land. I'm from those states. All community Chris, but Ekolobimisi, Ekonmodagbasi. I was born in Ikeja, and in Care House there in General Hospital in Ikeja. That's where I was born. I hope Tinubu can come and tell us the same thing, tell us his origin. So when people ask me, I tell them economy, I'm from Lagos. People out here who know about Nigeria, so other Africans in this neighborhood where I live, they be like, where are you from? I say Nigeria. Oh, you're Nigerian. Where in Nigeria? I say I'm from Lagos. Lagos. So I'm a Lagosian. All right, and I'm here to just say thank you on behalf of my father. My father told us a lot of stories, and back home when I was growing up, the transformer look badger in the neighborhood, right? So people were always coming to our compound. Mommy Lord over at the bucket to attending to they always in the compound. Mommy, lata raw. Sometimes generator will be running. So we used to have one of our uncle to buy one by because these people go, man, I just like leave them because when I came here, these people gave me water to drink. These people welcome me. My dad's nickname, it's funny, but it isn't what it is. Nickname Babami Ashewu, Babami, but it's not as daddy no, I will explain. My father, he left the village and Olosi Ibadan for the first time when he left Edo State. Only Rajolo Ibadan, Oloba Egbon, he was Omo Ajagun near Egbon. That used to say his elder brother was in the army. He can be near Daddy, that is his last born, right? So when he left, he went to meet his brother in Ibadan, and in the late in the mid 80s, I think. That was when he came to Lagos, right? So when his first experience, so the conductor told him Esonwo. My dad thought the conductor called him Ashewo. So my dad slapped him straight. You the mad, why you go call me Ashewo? So they were trying to explain, that wasn't what he said. He said Esonwo. That was when my dad said he was so sorry. Because he considered him if he there, that he said he was so sorry. So he made it a point of concern. Say, we will speak Yoruba. So when last week, but the last time I spoke on this place, Jimmy, when I said I cried, but for me C6 in Yoruba, I cried because I thought I was so good in my Yoruba. Because when I chose language, Yoruba, Hausa, Nimomu, so when they give me C6, I cried. They couldn't console me at home. So his nickname, even when he died, there's some people see me in the neighborhood like, my share. So the thing is so funny, but to tell the truth, the Yoruba land has been my home. And my mom, when he's back in Nigeria, she's there, you know. But to do me, I said this on the space last time. During the presidential election, my sister and my mom, they were able to vote. But while the election, governor election, they could not leave the house. Torí pé wọ́n barricade gate wa, ọmọlanke náà tì síwájú gate wa. As in people that I grew up with, àwọn náà ṣe kínní yẹn, wọ́n fọ́ ìgò síwájú gate wa. My mom and I, so that they could not leave. Àyà wọn já. It was one allergy that I came to wá lé àwọn boys yẹn kúrò. It was a guy láti lórúkọ. It was a guy. Ó máa ń sun room mi tó wá. You go play PS5 inside my room. I'm sorry, PS3 then PS4. You go play till night. Mommy might go home, go and sleep. It was him. But I'm not mad at him. So yeah, I'm not mad at him because maybe I don't know. Mi ò mọ bó ṣe máa ṣàlàyé pé nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nílé yìí pé tó bá pè wá sí ààfin ìbàlẹ̀ pé okay wá ṣàlàyé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ láti. You know, I don't know if you have any explanation. But I forgive him. Torí ìgbà tí mọ́mí mi ṣe 60th July 1st, he was in the compound. Ó jẹ jollof, ó jẹ gbogbo ẹ̀. You know, we can't turn him away. But àbúrò mi rí from the window, saw him. He was one of them. Ó dẹ̀ dùn mí because it's like a brother to me. We grew up together. You know, so look, bigotry is one of their weapons. We know. They won't succeed with this. They won't succeed with this, and we will clean ourselves up by the time we win our mandate back. Please, Jimmy, permit me to tell. I don't speak Edo too much. I'm from Edo State. I don't speak it too much. I'll try my best to tell my brothers and sisters from Edo State. Jimmy, Chloe. Jimmy.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
Okay.
Speak.
Okay. Iwe Edo Wado. Chris Ugwebo or Tota nya. Eko ina bime eko me. So Iwe Yoruba. Ewo ne uma ehin. Ewo ne ebe. Ewo pataki ehin. By the way, I know you all know the history of between the Benin people and the Yoruba people. So some languages kind of like overlap and intertwine. So pataki is a word in Yoruba, right? And pataki is also a word in Benin. So when I say ewo pataki, it means Yoruba people are very important people in the history of our country. Ewo pataki, ewo ne huma ehin. Pamuya wo ne muwa. We are all brothers and sisters. Ewo ne be. Èmi ya ni wa ni kama wa ni wa hàn Yorùbá nwe wọn wa hàn wado. So to my Yoruba brothers wado. Jimmy, you know I take pride in this. I say I did Yoruba, and sometimes when I write on Twitter I still do my army and all of that. And when forgotten her name, she was speaking, the lady that grew up in Ibadan, I just remember some of my Yoruba classes. So I'm going to try. Me run to you, but I love that Oriki Shango so much. The song is in my head, so I will try. And I'm gonna call by my play. Shango Lukoso Akata Yeri Aribambi ọkọ ya Olójú orógbó ẹlẹ́rẹ̀kẹ́ òbí o. Is it Arambabi? Ẹlẹ́yinjú ogun náà Olúkòso láàlú. I'm trying to remember the way the teacher used to do it then. Eégún tí yọná lẹ́nu, òrìṣà tí ń bológbò lẹ́rù, Ṣàngírí ó làgírí kàkàkà, ìgbà ẹ̀dùbọ̀, àrí ìgbà ọ̀tá ṣẹ̀tẹ̀, ó fi alápá ṣẹ́gun ọ̀tá, something like that. Then he say Ajíṣayé gbẹ̀gẹ̀ ọkọ ya, Olójú orógbó Ṣàngó, Olúkòrò, something like that. It's not perfect, but ó ti pẹ́ gan, about 20 years ago. I must have been 13 or 14 back then. So everybody, man, we're just brothers and sisters, and this struggle, man, we're gonna win them. I don't tire. I don't like winter. I don't go back, go out. I don't go back. Thank you, Jimmy, for the mic.
Thank you, my brother Chris. Thank you. That was beautiful. Thank you, my brother. That was beautiful. The Edo language came out fluently, and you trying to even do the Oriki song, that was beautiful. Thank you. Odun Tuntun, let's have Odun Tuntun. So we have the audio, then we take new cue after that. Odun Tuntun, how you doing, my brother?
Chief, well done. No. I hope you can hear me.
Loud and clear.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Ekaleo. Wọ́n ní ẹni tó bá máa fún yàn láṣọ tọrùn ẹ̀ là á kọ́kọ́ wò. When the presidential candidate came up, those who wanted to contest.
Can you translate that your proverb so people understand?
Okay. They said if somebody said he wants to give you a clothing, want to give you a cloth or a dress or a wear, he want to offer you a dress to wear, you need to look at the one that person is putting on. When at the beginning of this presidential election, where they want to lead, we look at those people who claim that they want to lead us. What do they have? What have they done before? How did they perform? Ibo náà ti wá, ta ló bí wọn? Kí ni àkọsílẹ̀ gbogbo nǹkan tó ti ṣe níbi tán wà tẹ́lẹ̀? And we shouted, akọlórin, asọlọ́rọ̀, apálẹ́nà, we said it in different places. But irọ́, and Yoruba will say, wọ́n ní tí tára ilé ẹni bá ń jẹ kòkòrò búburú. If you do not shout, ìta àbá sọ̀rọ̀, ara hírí ẹ̀ lóru kò ní jẹ́ ká sùn. I will not entirely not blame us. And when I say us, I mean the Yorubas. For the madness that this person is demonstrating. Because I remember then, I came to Lagos, let's say 1999, or no. Let's just say 2001, thereabout. Or, okay, 2003, or in between. And I remember then, there was some investigation that Gani Fáyemí was trying to do about this guy. I can't be correct, but I recall there was some Yoruba people that this guy was using to beg the man not to pursue it. Now we have a lot of technology, information and all that, because it's not as easy, to connect all the dots, just like, okay, maybe David is doing and all that because of technology, access and all that. It was far difficult to, run cases then. The man was saying that, look, there's something fishy about this guy. And this guy was using so many people, both politically or legally, to, counter the man, begging, whatever. And some people say, this I was done. I say, let us, kini kon. Somebody made a proverb the other time. Kékeré láti pẹ̀ka ìrókò. Somebody said, odidi èèyàn ló ń gbà now. See where we are. If some old corrupt people among us then had allowed Gani to drive that narrative and allow Obasanjo to follow it, we won't have what we have. And right now we are here. In fact, this one, wọ́n ní Ọlọ́run àtijọ́ ló ń pẹ́ dájọ́. This one, na jet they carry. This man is less than 2 months. And he's already dealing with the people who claim Agbadorians. Some of them gave my office. We'll still talk about it today. I said, when I never start, this roasted corn, this corn when I roast, you guys must eat it. You will see by fire. Because we warn you about this thing. But the madness going on will not allow people to see. Now we are here. Under less than 2 months, everything about the country is almost breaking down. Because look, I may not have my proof, but Jimmy, I'm telling you, there's something in me is telling me this guy, me Yoruba man, and the Yoruba will always tell you, ilé tó bá ń tòrò, ọmọ àlè ibẹ̀ ni ò tí ì dàgbà. And for those who are calling him, what they call him, bat or bastard, whatever, that's for them. Because there's something, I don't know how you want to do it. How can only one person go and check all his?
Odututu, are you there? We're losing you. Network. Maybe you got a call.
Everywhere is gone to.
We lost you. We lost you for a couple of seconds. Odun, can you hear me?
Half hour.
Odun. Although I'm not sure if you can hear me, but we're losing you. We lost you for like 10 seconds, so I'm not sure if it's your network, if someone is trying to call you, but you can unmute your mic.
Tumba, can you hear me?
Yeah, better now, please. Go ahead.
Oh God. I think this thing has
Odun. Okay, I think he's having difficulties with his phone. All right, so pending the time he gets back, so let's just.
God bless you. A wicked human being.
Let's listen to this audio from scratch.
Yeah, as I was telling you, I am one of a very special and well dedicated spiritual and physical, financial food soldier for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I supported him so much that I've even received enemy, even in the Christendom, in Khan, even by many pastors and servants of God and Christians. Why? I always supported him and assured them that nothing is going to make him not to win. Are you hearing me? I even go to the length of sold my pilot jeep in following him and in doing prayer, following him, lock ourselves with other 6 people, making 7 indoor for him in fasting and prayer. White fasting, that he must win. Follow him to campaign with fasting in many places. Are you hearing me? Nasarawa, Abuja. Are you hearing me now? Ondo, Ekiti, Lagos, Osun, Delta, Edo, in many places. Some people see me, he see me. I think he saw me in some of the places. Both up to Tasmin Stadium in Lagos. Are you hearing me? We even go to Governor's house, that is in Marina. That is where me and him have some little talk. He handed me over that day to Fasasi and Kamal that whatever I want him to do, he will do. I discussed with them on phone with Fasasi. I go, in fact, I sacrifice a lot. Are you hearing me? I learned maybe Fasasi collected money, maybe he asked them to give me money, they didn't give me. I know I lost on that area. But that should not even be too much painful. Are you hearing me? If the government is so favorable, because I'll be assuring people here and there, churches and private, and don't worry, vote for this man, the government is going to be the best. Immediately coming, things will start coming down that 1 month. But may I tell you something? Since the week they saw in Tinubu, I don't think I'll be able to use my motor to go out 3 times. Because the fuel price. And I've been using vehicle since 1986. The first vehicle I used in life was given to me by President Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida. He know me one-on-one because God used me to reveal to him the secret of Mama Fasa when they are plotting that. So we know one-on-one. I was even seeing him some years backward that I'm the one that prayed for him during his birthday. So, but I seek not to be following, and Tinubu himself know me. See the way this government is going. Before he come in, are you hearing me? I used to give them 5,000, 7,000, or 10,000 to buy food for 5 days. But now, if I give them 20-something thousand, it will not be even good. We can't eat even enough with my children and family. I can last. Sunday, I went for a program at Ibaraudo training. I have to follow other person. I can't carry motor. Can you see such a life? If me now in this level, what of other poor people that I know they are suffering? Many people are calling me. Abba. And what I'll be telling people is that government of Tinubu is going to be for the masses. This is not how to start. Yoruba make a parable. They said dry dog is sweet, but it's something we are going to eat before the dog dry. Yoruba say that anyogbe ajado, it's going to good, it's going to good. That is how many other governments have been saying. He's supposed to have put things in order. We have about 4 refineries. This man has not put any of them in order. Then you are removing subsidy to put people into trouble. Huh? If I talk, I go out there in any way now, they will kill me. I am telling you. In many parks, some of these chairman of union that they respect me in Oye, in Ado, in Lagos, they respect me because I am a prophet and God has used me for them in one way or the other. Both in Kuje, both in Abuja and Suleja. When I was telling them, don't worry, it's going to be better. I am telling you the other day that I was in Oye, when I want to talk, they wanted to, the way they are attacking me, if I did not use wisdom, maybe I could have murdered, maybe they could have killed me in that place. Just because I don't know. Maybe I didn't go in spirit well. I was just seeing that God said he's going to win. But I don't know it's going to be a greater punishment to Nigeria again. What kind of government is he running? All I want to say, because just as you told me the other day that we talked that it's not that they are giving you money for all the effort for the group you create, which I believe this group you create contributed, if not 10 or 20% votes to him of that campaign. At least, let me say 20% of the campaign, this group you created. And I don't believe they have rewarded you in any way. Are you hearing me? But then, even though they don't reward you personally, if the policy is favorable to people, you will know you have been rewarded. But this is government. It's going to be, it's the worst government that I've ever seen. Under 2 months, it's the worst government I've ever seen throughout my lifetime. So if care is not taken, are you hearing me now? Yoruba said, he that bring a lame person, we know how to take him away. Are you hearing me? I only. I remember the time of Abacha. I was supporting military, but when Abacha coming, people that used to talk to when I get to see, one of the people that I was praying for in government then in soldier, they are retiring now as a major general. Are you hearing me? If this government is not careful and we go indoor for 3 days, and I know one thing or the other, Tinubu will be removed. I'm telling you, it's going to be an issue. It will be removed. Only 3 days marathon fasting. If I tear my clothes in the presence of God with tears, I know nothing will make him not to be removed because God have done so through me in 1998 during Abacha. So I want you to see how you are going to pass this message to them. Adeboye was asking, make use of me, collected money on my behalf. 1 naira I was not giving. Are you hearing me? I suffer. I invest my money, my spiritual capability, my time, my connection in collecting people. Forget about that. Even if I was not rewarded personally, say take. But if the economy, if his policy is good, why not? I'll be happy. I will be so much happy. But the way thing is going, Tinubu is going to be a bad history in Nigeria. With that bad his wife. Initially, I don't even like that his wife because it's a religion. Even be a Christian. He doesn't have mercy. He doesn't have anything empathy. That is Oluyemi Tinubu. He knows me one-on-one. I can say it to his own face. 2019, when Aswadi was to send me to Israel, I go there to go and pray specially for him not to have loss of life. And I told him he's going to become the president. The man was ready to do it. Yes, he did it later. But do you know that Remi Tinubu, to my own face, was discouraging him? Of a blessed memory, Alhaji Latif, one of the aides, Friday, know what I'm saying. Are you hearing me? That woman that we think is a Christian is going to even support Christian is a religion bigot. Can you see what he's doing to the filler now? To the chaplain in filler. We only want to redeem to come there. So therefore, Tinubu government of less than 60 days is about to eat rock. I'm telling you. If he did not stand up now and reverse and do the other thing that's going to favor people, God will bring him down. He said that we will kill him. I'm telling you. You should be careful and do things now. God bless you. I begin to.
Yeah, there you have it. I didn't say it. He said those words in his with his own mouth. So you guys heard him loud and clear. We don't want them to kill him. We don't want them to kill him. We want him alive. He needs to face that shame. He needs to go through that walk of shame before he leaves that office. Right. We've been up since 1 o'clock. We'll be closing by 6 o'clock. So I'll try and take as many people as I can. So we'll run it up real quick with each person using 3 minutes. Please, guys. Mr. Alduto, are you there? Can you wrap up in like 2 minutes?
Okay. Is it better now?
Loud and clear now. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Sorry I didn't know where I missed, but let me just say it this way. If we truly check history, based on the topic, there has never been an issue between the Yorubas and the Igbos. That is the hard truth. I mentioned something on Twitter. Some people, I think it was a bit 2 or 3 years ago. For those who may not know, the original people that started Biafra had some Yoruba officers. You can check your history. And several people, based on some of the example that I think it's Cindy and one of that people gave. My grandfather had people from the East in his house. I'm from Ondo State. They were waiting for more than 2 years. When the armies that used to parade ground, they would parade around different states. My grandfather has to send them to his farm to keep them. And there are so many from that. So we've never had an issue. But for only one person, one individual who is probably not even a Yoruba man, to set up a whole generation of people and make them almost turn into an enemy within a night. I think it's something that we need to be careful. We should reject totally. Finally, there was a little experience that I saw that happened during even the election, on the governor's election, that really, I was almost mad. I voted, my wife voted, and we're coming back because we're a little bit far away from where we're voting. We now saw one woman. Apparently, she's fair. Just like most people have been saying. I stay in Lagos, mainland. And the lady was now coming back with complaining that her daughter was working with her. What's the issue? They said they were almost going to beat up the daughter. Why? Because they said she looks like an Igbo. This woman was a Yoruba man. It was a Yoruba woman. So the daughter apparently a little bit fair. And they were almost going to beat up. Do you know what the issue is? My daughter is almost the same height with that lady. Of course, the only difference was that my daughter was far younger. So I was not like, wait, somebody in this Lagos is going to wake up and beat up my daughter because she looks in a certain way. So please, we cannot accept this. It is not us. It is not our character. Yorubas, as I know, have values. That's why they say, look, be omo le ran or aṣọ àrán after ogun ọdún ó lè ṣì ní, meaning that, look, if your father has an history of being a thief or an armed robber. All his children, after 20, 40 years, they are still seen in Yoruba as a thief, even though they don't know the father. That's the value we carry. But all these non-entities parading themselves in the name of what they are not, they do not represent us. And we reject them in the entirety. That is not our value. That is not our standard. Those are not the people you refer to as Omoluabi. These ones are non-entities. They don't represent us. They are not us, and we are not them. I believe that, so maybe some people will say lesson will be learned. I'm sure those who are learning it, they are learning it now. I just believe that, look, we won this election, and all men and women of goodwill should stand firm. He's nobody's friend, including those who are eating around him now. Unfortunately, they don't see it. So I believe by God's grace, we will get our mandate back. So many things are going to fly, but one way or the other, and by the steadfastness of everyone, we will get it done. Thank you to everyone. Mommy Bolale, Otumba, Jimmy, Saddam. Well, Jadam, maybe we'll employ Jimmy to do a lot of interpretation for you this time. Thank you, everyone. God bless.
Thank you, Odututu. Thank you very much. Otumba is, I think, is engaged right now, and Timbalanle is in this.
Hello, Jimmy. Sorry, 1 minute.
Yeah,
Jimmy,
go on.
you know, it's very funny. Saddam called the name I have on Twitter very well. It is Odututu. Jimmy, who is my remember, he's putting NN. It is Odututu. TU. No
You
end.
know, I thought it was a because I when I see it, because I normally I hear Odun Tuntun, Odun Tuntun, Odun Tuntun. So, but now that you said it, Odun Tutu. So I know there is
Yeah.
two. I know there is Tutu. Mostly, we are bearing Tutu and all that. But I mean, now that you've mentioned it, I know there is Odun Tuntun, there is Tutu. So now I know yours is not Tuntun.
Don't worry. It's, I'll get back. I'll get something to the DM. I purposely right that way.
No problem, my brother.
Yeah.
Thank you for that correction. Thank you. Um, so yeah, let's move it real quick. Guys, let's go with 3 minutes and make it snappy. If you can, do it quicker than that, that would be good. I'm doing school runs to pick up my kids, and I'm okay. I can handle it, but I'm the only person here, so I just want to make sure we wrap it up real quick within time, so everybody can still speak. Mr. Ari, are you back now? People like Ari don't sleep. Oh. Ari, are you there? Okay, Dr. Aruna, go for it, please.
Hello, Jimmy.
Dr. Aruna, how you doing, sir? Dr. Aruna, are you there? We can't hear you. Can anybody hear me?
Yes, Jimmy.
Okay, I think it's a connection problem then. I think Dr. Aruna is having connection issues then. All right, so after Dr. Aruna, who's meant to go next? Yoruba is meant to go next. Yoruba has been here longer. I wrote down the name. Don't worry, guys. Everyone is going to speak. Yoruba, are you there?
Yes, Brother Jimmy.
All right, go.
Yoruba people.
Okay, 3 minutes.
All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate your efforts and others too. We are to make it very short. Uh, before 2000 and 2020, before the answers, I lost all hope about Nigeria. In fact, I was even trying that if my wife and my children could leave Nigeria, I alone would be in Nigeria to be hustling. But until the time of answers, and these answers really rekindle my hope in Nigeria, though a little bit, that okay, so youth can come up like this and begin to do something and looking forward for a new Nigeria. But when Peter Obi came up, all hope come back about Nigeria. And it really made me happy. Thank God for Peter Obi. I believe that God is the one that ordained him to come at this moment. It's just that many people in Nigeria, because of the narrative they had before pertaining tribes, ethnicity, and the rest, it has made them to be blind to some things. And also, more I observe that many people they are very quick to forget the past. I remembered nígbà tí Buhari kan fi jẹ́ president, as the president of Nigeria, as a military officer. I remember that time, the way people suffer. Some people will go out in the morning hoping that they will not be picked up along the way. Anybody that return home, we thank God that he is able to return home. Scarcity of food, the price of things went up. In fact, I remember that time, that was rubber slippers that time they made. Well, the top of it is like they put a snake like this. People began to call it Buhari Dejo. Because that time people really hate him until he was removed. And I was telling people 2014, don't let this man come. Don't vote for this man. And God revealed to me in that time that if this man should come up, hey, Fulani crisis will be worsened. That time it was just pockets of it around in Nigeria, especially in the north. But I was telling people that it will be so difficult that people will begin to hate anyone that is associated with APC. And you see, unfortunately, some people still believe that Tinubu will be the one that will help. That pastor in the audio on Sonipa Remi Tinubu, when some people are saying that after all, the wife is a pastor, I said, which pastor? The pastor to our own house, Abi? He's not a pastor to anyone. She is not a pastor. So this mandate will be returned and heaven will not fall. I'm very sure of that. Why? Number one, he is not God ordained. I am very, very sure of that. He's not God ordained person. Number two, minority of people, just a minute set of people who are the one that voted for him in Nigeria. Tinubu has very low votes in Nigeria. So, tí wọ́n bá sack ní court, if he's sacked from the tribunal, heaven will not fall. In fact, there will be jubilation. Nígbà tí wọ́n declare as the president, no jubilation. But at this moment, by the time he's sacked, there will be jubilation everywhere. So people should not be afraid, and we should continue pressing forward. We continue pressuring the judiciary to do the best and the right thing. And also, I observed something. In fact, many people have observed it also, that many people that voted him are leaving him already. Then who will defend him at that time? Who will defend him? Some people are calling me Idan. Bat is not Idan. And Jimmy, when we look into the meaning of bat in Yoruba, which is Adan, mo ní Yorùbá sọ nípa Adan, Yorùbá ní wọ́n máa sọ pé kò ṣekú kò ṣẹyẹ. So Adan, you can't. That means someone that is bat is not someone that is straightforward. You can't call him a rat. I'm gonna call him a bird. So that man is not someone that will be there. He will be removed by the grace of God. And also, mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní rò láì ṣe Melchizedek in the Bible. No record of father, sir.
Can you wrap up in 30 seconds? I've been waving my hand.
All right. Okay. But is, to me, is like Akudaya. So he should tell us his origin. Is Akudaya. And by God's grace, he will be moved. Please, let's continue doing the pressure, and God will give us victory at the end in Jesus' name. Thank you so much. I yield the mic.
Thank you, my brother Yoruba. Thank you. The proverb was on point. Kushe ku kusheye. It doesn't look like a rat, doesn't look like a bird, but that's what a bat is. Thank you. Let's have Ayodele next now. Ayodele, how you doing? Please, guys, keep an eye on my hand. I'll be waving when it's time. Please, let's wrap it up. I'm trying to close by 6 o'clock. My own time here, which is probably 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock your time there in Nigeria. So, but yeah, Ayodele, please, 3 minutes. Thank you.
Ogami Jimmy. Hope I'm loud and clear.
Crystal.
Okay. Mo kí n tẹ̀ṣọ́ mo kí n tológun. Ajáyà kọ́mọ̀ rẹ jẹ. I greet all obedience in the house. Good evening, good morning, wherever you are spacing from. N káàárọ̀, n káàsán, n káalẹ́. A kú bó ṣe rí ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Mo rò pé gbogbo ala ìgbádùn renewed shege. I hope we are all enjoying the renewed shege. I don't have much to say this night. What I just want to say is that ẹ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀, go and be at peace. You see, as much as people fear bad, like it's a political strategist, is this, is that, he has ways of manipulating everything. One thing I've known since the beginning of this tribunal or whatever is that you will hardly see Peter Obi tweet about it, or you will hardly see his moves. See, yes, we might fear Tinubu, but the man I fear most is people like Peter Obi. They hardly show you their cards, and that is giving me much joy. For now, we are seeing all the moves of Mr. Agbado, like the one David just tweeted this evening. So we are seeing his hands, we are seeing all his manipulations, but no one knows the card that Peter has in his pocket. That is giving me a joy. Now, my message also goes to the judiciary. Now, let me define what a free and fair judgment. The definition of a free and fair judgment. A free and fair judgment is a judgment that when any judge pronounces, even a layman, one that has no knowledge of law, will agree that yes, this thing is free and is fair. So therefore, ẹ̀yin judiciary, ẹ̀yin adájọ́ tó bá wù yín, ẹ lọ ṣe rádaràda, ẹ jó orílẹ̀-èdè yìí, ẹ sì jó ìran yín mọ́. Gbogbo yín, ẹ fúnra yín ní ọpọlọ kí ẹ ṣe ohun tí ó tọ́ àti ohun tí ó yẹ pẹ̀lú àwọn ẹ̀rí tí ó pọ̀ ní iwájú yín. Àwọn ẹ̀rí máa jẹ́ mi ìṣó, àwọn ẹ̀rí kàbìtì tó wà níwájú yín tó bá wù yín kẹ́ torí ti Mr. Tọ́lé kan, àwọn àdàgbà má dánú, àwọn àgbà tágbà wọn ò ní dalẹ̀, kẹ́ dájọ́ kẹ́jọ́. And what I know is that though lie may run for light years, but ọjọ́ kan lòtítọ́ á bá, the truth will surely catch up with it. So, thanks. I see Uncle Jimmy raising his hand. Uncle Jimmy, Ajaya, come on, where should be Mushenu?
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. That was beautiful. Thank you. Let's have Mr. Walera, please. How you doing?
Thank you, Jimmy. Uh, see, first of all, the reason I actually took the mic is for you to send me. I want you to send me that audio of that Jegudu Jerawa prophet. Please. I don't know how you're going to do it. That's one of the reasons why, the major reason, I requested for my, I sent you a DM, but I noticed you've not replied. Yeah, please. Whenever you're free, no rush, no pressure, please.
I think I saw the message, but I was multitasking. But don't worry, if that's the reason, no problem. So what I'll do is I'm in my car right now, but I will try and do that when I get home, and I'll tweet about it. So you just keep
Okay.
it on my timeline. I'll tweet about it for everyone to have it. So that
Okay,
way
definitely.
people can have access to it that way. But yeah,
Awesome. No pressure. So I'll
uh,
just quickly just say one or two things, before I yield the mic. Is that okay? Yeah?
oh yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Okay. So thank you so much, Jimmy, once again. See, as you say that we Yoruba, we always have a greeting for everything. So I'm just going to greet, my fellow Yoruba people and everyone on the space that had a cool, renewed shege, Banza Tombo, Konime long. So the thing is this, see, one of the things that I noticed that I noticed that have happened with we Yorubas is that, some of our parents, they did a very, poor job. Some of our parents, and I know why I say it's some. Because the majority of us, I think we know where we stand and we have wisdom, to discern, good from bad. Our parents, they did a bad job in the way that some of our parents, again, they did a bad job in the way, they, painted this whole bigotry things, to us while they were raising us up. But again, I can excuse our parents because, they say, pé tí tó bá kọ́ ọmọ ẹ̀ tó bá kọ́ ọmọ ẹni pé ọmọ ẹni ó máa tú ara ẹ̀ kọ́. And that's the place of education. That's the place of exposure. Because one of the things that really surprised me, with all this old bad thing is, the young, educated, smart, intelligent, exposed, able-bodied, youth that would back a man like Tinubu is what surprised me in all these things because I don't know how a man will come on the podium and he scream Emilo Kon, Yoruba Lokon, and you find intellectual, like able-bodied, intelligent youth queuing behind him. I don't know what that man must have done. I don't know what he did. And I understand, I can even excuse some of, the non-educated people, or maybe some of the Yorubas that belong to APC, or some some of those that are living in the illusion that as long as they're connected to somebody that is connected to somebody that is connected to one commissioner, under Sanwo-Olu, will give them some level of access to the national cake. I don't understand where this illusion is coming from. So it is really, 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 really sad that, we find ourselves where we are. And the truth is this, and Jimmy, a lot of these people, they now know that it was a bad choice. I know, I can see your hand. I'll just round up. I know of one of my a former colleague who actually claimed to be supporting Obi and came back to me and was telling me that, look, let's support Tinubu. And when I tried to explain, that was after Tinubu has won, or after Alex has given him the election, that we should support him because of blah, 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 blah. I need him to understand that, no. And I told him that I was so disappointed in him. So it's really, really sad that we find ourselves, with some of our Yoruba brothers and sisters that, blindly, continue to follow this man. So I'll need my man. Jimmy, thank you very much. Shigo.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Walera. Thank you. I'll tweet the audio later on. Keep an eye on my TL. I'll do that. Thank you. Let's have Mr. Akonde. Akonde, are you still there? Mr. Akonde, you've been raising your hand for a while now. Mr. Akonde, that boat is wrong. Are you there? Nah. Okay. Let's go with law analog. Is that law analog? I'm not sure if that's the right spelling.
Yeah. Jimmy, you try since when we start this space together. Now, when I want sleep, now they call me.
I'm sorry. A lot of people. you had a lot of hands. A lot of people dropped even before I pulled you up. So I still have about 60 requests here right now.
But no, while make I
Yeah.
just sharply
Can
just.
you make the submission within
No,
3
I
minutes,
wouldn't
please?
even
So I
use up
can.
to that because I need to be in
Thank
bed.
you.
There's work tomorrow.
Hey,
Baba,
thank you.
like I was saying earlier, myself I'm mixed because I'm more Igbo, Yoruba. How would I call myself? Let me first greet my people in my language. Ụmụ nwanne m akene m unu, ndewo unu. My brothers, Omoyami, Mokinyo. It's a shame that Nigeria has happened to many of us, not in a bad way, in a good way, in the sense that they've put many of us apart. I remember those days when I was growing in Fadei, because I was born and brought up in Fadei. I schooled there, Yabatek, Igbobi, Burial. It was just fun all through. In those days, you be happy. Like the jams you were playing earlier. I remember those days I'll be going to lesson, those jam lessons. You'd be hearing the tailor playing those conquer Yoruba songs. It was fun hearing those sounds and all over again. Nigeria, we're praying for Nigeria, honestly. It's awesome that we have found ourselves in this situation. But the joy about it all is that there is light at the end of the tunnel. My worry now is that this breaking news, because I've been looking at it, this breaking news that just popped out is almost everywhere about this order from the presidency to go after the lawyers. For me, I would accept it wholeheartedly that is the truth. Why would I say so? Because most times, if you look at the trend of bad things in our country, Nigeria, ọmọ Igbo ló máa ń rán ní oríṣẹ́ wèrè bẹ́ẹ̀. Ọmọ Igbo ló máa ń rán. Example, INEC, ta ló ń rán káàkiri? Okoye, Igbo. Who else again? Anything just practically comes to anything bad, they just push out the Igbo guys then to go and start doing rubbish. Look at now, what I'm reading now is Opus or Dima. There's no far truth from that word because that guy is a terror. Those hip hop, whatever he's claiming that is happening in that state, nothing like hip hop. He's the one orchestrating it to put fear in the minds of people. So for me, I can't say there's a lie in that word. Obviously, the presidency and whatever, they are cooking up something. But I'm happy that the news is out there. At least eyes are all open now. Not to take much of the time, I just want to say, God help every one of us. Kudos to you guys. You guys keep putting the passion and the flame on this topic until we get what we deserve. Lágbára Ọlọ́run, gbogbo a máa rí ṣe lórúkọ Jésù. So I just drop my mic and go to bed. Thanks, man.
Wow. Thank you, my brother. You see, man, these guys are bastards. Can you listen to an Igbo man speak Yoruba fluently, and he even ended with a prayer in Yoruba, and these bastards will come and start telling us, they are coming here to take your land. They not pay for them. Ayé gbogbo yín ò ní dáa. Àti mo jẹ yín báyìí kò lè jẹ wá mọ́. All that bullshit is not going to work anymore. It's not business as usual. We are one big family. We are one country. So there's no division amongst of us. Ẹ̀yin lẹ olórí yín burú. Ẹ̀yin lẹ fẹ́ dá wa sí wàhálà. Ẹ̀yin lẹ fẹ́ tú wa ká. Ọlọ́run ò dẹ̀ ní fún yín ṣe. Ọlọ́run ò ní fún yín ṣe. Ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú yìí. Thank you, my brother. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's have Okonta, Mr. Dr. Aruna, I see you had a connection issue. You'll be back up. Don't worry about it. Okonta, can you do that in 3 minutes, please? Real quick. If you can do less than that, I'll appreciate it. Thank you.
My brother, good evening. Thank you very much for the space. Yeah, and thank you for the ginger all throughout this time. There are two things that came to my mind all throughout the session that we've been having. And the first is my childhood. You know, even though I was an Igbo boy from Delta State, I grew up in Ofakwaga State, and the kind of Yoruba atmosphere that I received back then is way different from the kind of toxic one that this set of persons have made it. This Tinubu set of persons. I grew up with the knowledge of reading books from people like Dio Fagunwa, Ogbojo Deninu, Igbo Erumole, so many beautiful books that taught morals and emphasized honesty.
Wow. So
And that's why we are able to
read
have
Ojo Denu Gbonu Mole.
yeah, I still have all those books because I made sure I bought them from God bless you, Irikodo, and all those ones. I
So
brought them because my
now
daughter
that
must
you
read
brought
all
it
of
up,
those books.
now that you brought it up, I have a friend in a radio station that
Yeah,
I got a I got a what's it called, the Ogbojo Odenu Gbonu Mole. They did it for a whole year on a radio program. They did it every Monday. They were playing it for 1 hour. So
yeah.
I have the full collection of
Uh,
it. It's a very, very beautiful, interesting story.
that's the
So I'm gonna
those are
after
yeah.
this election time, I'm gonna create a space. I'll just play the audio for people to listen to the story. It is beautiful. It is
Man.
absolutely stunning. But yeah, from
You know,
wrap
we
up.
were raised, but everybody were raised with those kind of mindset. We were raised and we built up men of strong character. You know, that's the pure Yoruba race. Obafemi Awolowo, the beautiful character, the sound minds. You know what we are seeing now is an aberration that will be wiped off when Peter Obi eventually comes like that. You know, and the second thing that came to my mind, which I want to use to really ginger everybody on this space, is please don't forget that there is another hidden set of persons who are just still waiting for us to fail. And these are the people who are all these Islamists, the fanatics. Remember, many of these people they have sleeper cells in many of these states, in many of these Yoruba states. They are driving. Many of them they have sleeper cells, you know, and they have been, you know, we have to always remember that these people have the agenda of always creating harm, causing havoc. And remember that the mass poverty that these policies of Tinubu has caused is going to drive many more people into radical terrorist Islamic groups like that. So never sleep. We have to make sure we do everything in our power to ensure that a righteous person rules. You know, that's where many of these, unfortunately, many of these deluded people who are called some people who are not Christians but who claim to be Christians. You know, you are claiming that the administration will favor you when even the Bible says it, that it is only when the righteous rules that everybody can be safe. You know, we have to keep on. You know, I want to encourage everybody, please keep at it. Please keep up the pressure, you understand, to ensure that the righteous truly gains that seat and all these things are wiped off. We cannot afford to let go. I can very tell you that we cannot afford to let go. Jimmy, my brother, thank you so much for everything that you have done. And to every obedient here, God bless you. Peace out. Thank you.
Brother Abunta, thank you. God bless you. You know, you just ignited a spark from a different angle with the book you mentioned. Thank you so much. That was beautiful. Thank you. I'll surely do that after the election. We have Funto now. Funto, 3 minutes, please. Can you wrap it up real quick? 3 minutes. Thank
All right, I'll try. Good evening, everyone. Um, Mr. Jimmy, thank you for all you have been doing. I've been following your spaces, right, even from the what they call the space, the other space. You and Saddam, the one you guys run. All
you.
right,
Violence.
violent space. Yes, yes. Thank you. So, all right. I think this election has opened a whole lot of things, and I think I'm glad it happened this way. I'm glad it happened this way because it actually showed us who we are as people. A lot of us we forgot that that these things are inherent in us. Evil is inherent in us, but what separates us from the person that actually carry out that evil is actually doing it. So a lot of us we have suppressed our evil. It's not like we don't. Some of us we fantasize about it. We've been holding it within us. It's not like you have killed it. It's not like you have lived above it, but you are just afraid of what people will say. And so it was this election was an opportunity for people to actually show who they really are, show what ideology they actually believed in. All right. So this election, it is true. It is true. I do not subscribe to being an obedient right from the moment the whole campaign started, right from when it started the movement. And my decision to actually vote for Peter Obi, just like some of my friends, was purely on merit based. Because if we check out Atiku, Tinubu, they are not choices. But I feel it is true what Tinubu has done with all the bigotry acts that we witnessed in Lagos and other parts of Nigeria. But the truth is, it actually brought out the beast in everyone. Now, it's not just bringing out the beast amongst the Yorubas, it also brought out the beast among even the Igbos that feel that feel aggrieved. The truth is, the truth is, a lot of a lot of a lot of us. Let me put an example. Myself as an example. Let me put myself as an example. I've been hearing talks of Yorubas are this, Yorubas are that. I understand that their grievances are somewhat justified because I don't think if I had faced something like that, yes, the kind of traumatic experiences they had to go through during the election, I don't think I would have felt differently. But the truth is, it brought out some hidden things in a lot of people. I think what we need to do beyond this election, we throw a lot of facts around. Oh, the Igbos are money conscious, the Igbos are the most traveled, the Yorubas are the most educated, the Yorubas are this, the Yorubas are that, Hausas are this, Hausas are that. Where is the fact? Where is the fact? It is just hearsay, and we keep using some of these some of these things that we kept on hearing probably from our immediate environment, from the kind of organized society we live in, and then we gather these old things together. We gather these old things together, and then it sits in our subconscious state. And so when there is a trigger, then it begins to come out. And that's what we've witnessed during the election. I think it's time. I appreciate what you, Sir Jimmy, you have done. And I feel it is important that we actually do this, that we keep educating people. We keep educating people, not just the Yorubas. I want to see our Igbo brothers, our sisters, to come up with spaces like this to educate their people too. I would love to do it because all my life growing up, I didn't know who is Igbo. I didn't live with the mentality of who is Igbo, who is Hausa, who is Yoruba. Although I believe I had some reservations about people. I've had experiences, terrible experiences from a fellow Yoruba man. Yoruba men don't cheat with what really jedada. Even Hausas have done what is that sufficient enough for us to quantify, for me to quantify a whole tribe as this or that? I think that is what we need to do. We need to continually educate ourselves. Now this election has gone. In the next election, the reason why we have gathered together to vote for Peter Obi, it is not because he's Igbo. I'm a Yoruba man. I'm not voting because of his Igbo. I am voting because I voted for him because he's credible. In the next election, if someone else comes in, maybe coincidentally is a Yoruba man, and I'm voting for him, I hope some people will not see me as a bigot. Or those that have voted for Peter Obi this election that are Igbos, have you voted for Peter Obi because he's truly capable or because he's an Igbo man? I think those are the questions that we need to answer ourselves, and we need to educate more and more people, because the fact is, Tinubu has entered now. The hardship in the country, Yorubas are not left out. Yorubas are not left out. I think we need to talk more about issues like this, and I pray that things like this will be a thing of the past. I yield the mic. Thank you very much. Jimmy, I'm done. Thank you.
Oh, I thought the mic was unmuted. I was speaking, you know. Thank you, Mr. Funto. You actually struck a very important point. Very, very important. I would love to see my Igbo brothers to open spaces like this. I even without you asking, I've joined them on a couple of spaces. I don't understand the language, but I just love listening to them and see the way they do their things, the way they speak and everything. So and you made another compelling point as well. You said um whoever is going to come next after Peter Obi has to be based on competence, character, and credibility. It's not going to be because, you know, uh, I mean, if a Yoruba man comes out after Peter Obi and he's not credible, hmm? Igbos, please don't say because Yoruba voted for Peter Obi, is now you want to repay back by voting Yoruba. No, always, you see, when you set that standard of voting for competence, character, and the right person, you will never go wrong. So when you set that requirement, whoever fits into those requirements is the next person you should vote for. Don't put tribes or ethnicity. Don't let it be among your requirements. No, it's the least of your requirements. When you set those important requirements, whatever comes out of it is what we take, which was exactly what happened with Peter Obi. It was just a coincidence that he happens to be an Igbo man. I keep saying that. A good man with character, competence. Thank you. That was a beautiful submission, Mr. Funto. Dr. Aruna, thank you. You're back now. Can you do this within 3 minutes, please? And watch my hands when I start waving, please. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, guys. Thank you for what you're doing for this movement. Jimmy, you are one of those brain bugs that we so much believe in. I don't know if you can hear me very well. I don't know if everybody can hear me.
Loud and clear, we can hear you.
All right. Ẹ̀ka lẹ́ o, ẹ̀ka sọ, ẹ̀ka rọ̀, gbogbo àwọn tó wà nílé. Senunku, yaya aiki, yaya gajiya, kuma ba gajiya, yaya gida, yaya yara, yaya mata, to mun gode Allah fa. Ndị na-eme ama, ndị nọ n'ebe a na-asụ Igbo, ekele m unu o, daalụ unu o, kee maka ọlụ taa, udo ọ dịkwa. Okay, just a quick one. Jimmy, thank you.
Wazobia, I've been looking for you. Wazobia, I've been looking. God bless you for that.
Thank you. Yeah.
Beautiful in and out. I appreciate you, my brother. God bless you. God bless you. Go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah. So, I'm actually from the Middle Belt. I'm from Kogi State. I speak Igala, and I'm Igala by tribe. So, my wife is Yoruba. And I'm happy to marry a Yoruba lady. She's a wonderful person, a mother of 3 wonderful kids, David, Daniel, Davida, and I'm so glad. But the truth is that my wife is a diehard obedient. My father-in-law is also a diehard obedient. Though she always tell me, because he has lived in UK, my father-in-law has lived in UK before. When he came back to Nigeria, I was just trying to inquire about Tinubu. It was quite unfortunate. My father-in-law said that one is a drug. His business is drug. That is not that he has been known for long. These are facts. They are known facts. So for my father-in-law, I know he can't lie to me. That was exactly what he told me. That Tinubu is a drug lord. That one is not today. He has been in it. And some of the things he's facing, even in his body, is as a result of some of those hard drugs he do take. That is an established fact. So as I was coming from work today, I pick one man, and that man is also is Yoruba. So it's quite unfortunate. I can tell you that for the facts, the matter we are discussing here, anybody that tells you that it's only on Twitter is a lie. The thing has spread everywhere as I'm talking. So I now asked the man, and I was asking the man, one of the questions I asked him was that the election that happened February 25th, 2020, the presidential election, who do you think won? This man is Yoruba. He now told me, he said, the truth is that Tinubu did not win election. He told me, he said they only rigged that, and the way they rigged it, they made it too obvious that they cannot cover their track. They couldn't cover it. They did this so open. And in their mind that they thought everybody will, no matter how people shout, people talk, at the end, people will move on. But it's quite unfortunate that they did it to the wrong generation that refused to move on. And that is why we are here. And I can tell you, God has made it so well, and God has helped us thus far, that every counsel of our etosphere is always turned into foolishness. And that is why whatever they are planning, just like what you post on the Jumbotron, like now they are having meetings on how to. I am telling you, they should try any shit. They should just try. People are angry. Jimmy, I drove. Do you know when you get to Yanoworo? I don't know if you know Tomila, if you know before you access Tomila Bridge. I don't know if you know Yanoworo very well. Do you know I got to Yanoworo as at around 6 in the morning before climbing Tomila Bridge. You see, everywhere is dry as if it's public holiday. I'm telling you, people have dropped their car just like that man that is wailing. They're not born away, make it go filling station. I wanted to fill my tank. I spent 42,000 plus 42,700. And there's no way I will go to the filling station with my tank empty. I can tell you the fuel in the car is almost like 1/4, almost, of the distance. So I 42,700. So how many people will afford it? Since they removed the subsidy, I can tell you I've spent over 300,000 buying fuel. So that is the thing. So my guy, thank you, Jimmy. I will soon round up. So the truth is that, just like Jimmy will always say, we are on the path of history. To tell you for free. Yeah?
No, I thought we lost you for a couple of seconds.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Loud and clear. Yeah, go on here. Can you wrap up?
All right, okay, I want to wrap up. See, I said I'm from Kogi State, and I can tell you for free, I've not seen this in Nigeria. I have not seen this kind of person in Africa. It's so unique, and I'm happy he came at this time. And I'm happy he was able to guide the obedient so well that he has put something in us that makes us to believe that at times we can go through legal means to do what is right and get the results. And I can tell you, obedient, I'm proud of you guys who've gotten an amazing result. And at the end of it all, anyhow judiciary one time, we go give them. We are prepared. And I can tell you, they can't escape. Tinubu cannot escape from being disqualified. And that is all. They wanted it and they will get it. All we are interested in is just give us justice. The judiciary should just remain there because they have been paid taxpayers' money. They have been enjoying taxpayers' money, and they are being paid by taxpayers. And they should remain there and do their job. They must let them give this judgment first. Do justice to this matter before, if they like, all of them should resign. They will know that PO has already come in. Thank you, everybody. Ekele muno, daluno, senunkuo, to. Àwọn ẹ̀yin ará mi tọ̀, mo fẹ́ lọ sùn nísìí o, ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ o, Ọlọ́run máa tọ́jú wa, ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ púpọ̀, ẹ ṣé o, bye for now, Jimmy.
Thank you, my brother, Dr. Aruna. That was beautiful. Thank you. That was beautiful. God bless you. The Wazobia I've been looking for all day. Thank you. That was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The truth. You're up next. Can you do this in 3 minutes, please? I'm trying to wrap up the space. If you can do that, I'll really appreciate it. 3 minutes, please. The truth. Are you there? The truth. The truth. Oh, you don't sleep. Okay. All right. We'll go for Mickey. Where is Mickey? Mickey to don't drop. Okay. You're making my job easier for me. Edo Pikin. Edo Pikin is meant to go next. Edo Pikin to don't drop. Okay. This is easier than I thought. Oluwabori. 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 That one to don't drop. Oluwabori, you're here. Your hands are up.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Evening. Good evening. 3 minutes, please. Thank you.
Can you hear me, please?
Loud and clear.
Uh, Actually, I'm very happy to be here this night.
Okay.
Actually, I'm from the one of the exterior part of Oyo State. If you know it very well, we call it the Okeogun area. Uh, I supported Peter Obi to the extent that people started calling me Obi, 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 Obi. And the only thing I had is, once I'm convinced about an issue, I always go about that. Pre 2015 election, I told a lot of people that Buhari coming into power will be a shit. And I wasn't surprised it went that way. The same day I told them during this electioneering process, uh, people were like, it is Yoruba, it is better Yoruba be there. I said, better Yoruba be there and the future of this country going down the drain. But I can see within those 2 months, a lot of people have been feeling the heat. The way I greet people now, let me greet us here. I will say, Eku Bilusheri, Eku Bijoba Shenshewa. A lot of people that were friends now, they find it difficult. Mostly we use bike here to even fuel their bikes to show how hard things are here. But I pray that this mandate will be returned and everybody will smile and we'll see a new Nigeria. I thank you very much. I yield the mic.
Thank you, Olubori. Thank you. That was beautiful information. Thank you so much. Thank you. We'll have a good night. No doubt. No later. Thanks for that. The next person should be Ignitus. I called you earlier on, but I think you dropped. But you're back up now. Ignitus, how you doing, my brother?
I'm doing okay. Good day, everyone.
No, no bad. Can you do this in 3 minutes?
Of course, I can. I can.
Okay, go for it.
All right. First, I've been screaming since this space has been on. I've been screaming. I've been laughing. My mom has been looking at me. I had to introduce listening to Twitter to her because she was not used to social media and all. Jimmy, I really want to say a very big thank you to you, Amsterdam, and everyone, Violent Space, and everyone who has made this movement possible for all of us to see life in it. Whatever I'm going to say here, first of all, will be so cliche. There is nothing new I want to say that hasn't been said before, but I'm still going to say it because I want to express my feelings and I want to say everything I want to say right now. Politics was never my thing. Like I said, it was going to be cliche, but but people's coming out and seeing, when something bad is happening, it only attract bad energies as well. And something is not going right, it only attract those people that don't want it to go right. But when something good comes out, then the good people start coming outside because now you only attract because the you attract the same energy as you don't attract negative, and if something negative comes outside, you avoid it. So PO coming outside was the kind of energy I have been looking for. I detested politics, but now here is PO and here is you and Saddam and every other person who has made this possible for us to see passion, see growth in this, see love in this. And like I said, someone said earlier on today that earlier in the space that our parents have a strong hand in this. True, but then after our parents, while I was growing up, my neighbor always said to us, she's Yoruba, she's from Ijebu, and we grew up with these Ijebu people in the compound, and they always say, "Ma lọ síbẹ̀ yẹn o, àwọn Igbo ni o, ma lọ bá wọn ṣeré o, ma bá wọn ṣeré o, wọ́n máa ṣe ẹ́ léṣe o, àwọn Igbo." So I kept on thinking in my head, why make us feel like this? Why make us feel like we are terrible people? And they make me feel like we're bad because we're five boys and there was no girl. And she had four kids, two boys and two girls. And
they're not telling you disabled people they chop human beings. They're not telling you they chop human beings. They're not telling you
we had things like that as well. They made us feel like terrible people. But I think she was Muslim. But she had a husband who later made his way out of Nigeria, and she changed to Christian. And later on, she started being nice, and she started drawing us closer and closer. She was no longer Muslim; she's now Christian. She now reads the word. She goes to church, and now the same person that was always condemning Igbos now started liking the Igbos. I don't know how that happened. I don't know what kind of miracle that is, but it happened. And today, myself and her, we are very close, and I'm one of her best person because I was very stubborn when I was growing up, and she never liked me. But growing up, she saw that this stubborn person is the only one that has a positive mind towards things. Where I'm trying to drive to is, she put these teachings to our kids, and they grew up with this mindset. Wherever they are, they're not in Nigeria anymore. They've all moved out of Nigeria. Wherever they are, I hope they've changed. But growing up, I learned to start accommodating people. I started exploring life, and it wasn't about the Yorubas or the Igbo anymore. It was more about the human person rather, the human being, how the human being relates, how they think, how they operate things, how they handle things. I took my mind away from this person is Yoruba or Igbo, ele Yoruba, lele you, Igbo, lele you, nka, 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 nka. It was no longer anything like that. I started growing up with a communal mind, the mind of the societal mind, accommodating people and bringing people close to myself. And she, like I said, this neighbor of mine, I refer to her because she was part of my beginning story. And today I'm proud that someone like P.O. came outside to make people of different race come together to support one person. And so funny how Tinubu tried to threaten the tribunal and threaten the whole country. It's sad. But like I said, Jimmy, thank you. Saddam and every other person who has made this movement possible. I'm proud to be part of this movement, and just know you've won a soul very close to yourselves. And I keep following you guys tweet. I keep following your messages there. Thank you very much for making this possible for all of us. God bless you.
Thank you, my brother. That was beautiful. Thank you. Regards to your mom. Regards to everyone. We're having our country back. It's just one Nigeria, and we'll get it back. Everybody will live in peace and harmony, and nothing is going to happen. And the people that have been trying to separate us, most of them will run away, and the ones that will stay behind, they will go to jail. They will pay for the prices of things they've done. They will pay one way or the other. I guarantee you, they will pay. Thank you, my brother. God bless you. That was beautiful. All right. Let's go with Akonde was up here earlier on, but he dropped. Akonde, are you with me?
Yes, good evening.
Good
Sir
evening.
Jimmy.
Good evening, my
Yes,
brother.
good evening.
Hey, can you make
Good evening.
3 minutes? I'm way over schedule, but I'll try and take all the speakers I have now so we can wrap it up. Can you make
All right, thank you. Yeah, sure, I'll try.
my brother, go ahead.
All right, thank you so much, Sir Jimmy, for this opportunity. Sir Saddam, thank you. Yoruba Ronu. Where do I start from? Honestly speaking, Sir Jimmy, since after 25th of February up to now, I still can't wrap my head around what happened. Because I grew up in Lagos, and I was born and raised in Lagos. I wasn't in Lagos when on that 25th, I was in the North. So I voted in the North. And when that incident happened and the news broke about the violence, I saw the video MC Oluomo did, and when they called the Lagos PRO, Lagos PRO, and they said, okay, it's just a threat that you shouldn't take it, serious. And when it happened, so I called some of my guys in Lagos, and the kind of feedback I got from them, I was shocked. To them, it was politics. To them, it was just, there's no big deal. I thought we can't do this to your countrymen and women just because of politics. You call this one politics? Do you know that this one will have, dire consequences? They said, no, just forget about it. You guys are just emotional. You don't know how they pay, you don't know how, they play politics. So you kill, you maim, you destroy. That's your own definition of politics. I said, okay, to me, I've blocked so many of my so-called friends. And since then, I told them, I said, look, until justice is done, you will never, ever. In fact, there's no how you can even hear from me. Because if this is the kind of person you are, then that means you can turn back tomorrow and do the same thing to me also. So that was just it. And to the threat that Baba Anaki, Dr. Anaki, and Oliver Shanaki, Shawanti being pa, Shawani Tinubu is no longer popular. Honestly, all of popular, but Oti ball already. All these calling DSS to investigate this and that is just a complete waste of time. It's a complete. Drug lord ni. Certificate forger ni. Atrocities to commit, and it's even and it's a shameful thing. Erudite. Àwọn ló wá ń gbárùkù tí bàbá ìlẹ́yìn bàbá rádaràda bàbá criminal. I tweeted something picture, himself and Ibori in the morning. And I said, US, what do I call it? US, forfeiture, UK, confiscation, 5 and 6 in the villa. This is terrible. This is terrible for the image of this country. Honestly, I don't know what to say, but for my Igbo brothers and sisters who came here earlier and shared their experience about the Yoruba people, I also have my experience about the Igbo people also, which I would like to share. I've met quite a number of fantastic Igbo people. In fact, my first employment after graduation, I was recommended by an Igbo man who took me as his son because his first, born. It's a girl. So he told his children that this is my first son. And the man is a very, very nice man. Nice man he was. In fact, he recommended me for two jobs. Up to now, we're still in good time. I mean, I can go on and on and on like that. So to my Igbo sisters and brothers who I apologize on their behalf, and I can tell you that more we pay so I apologize on their behalf. If we dip one finger into the red oil, for example, it will affect other fingers. So please, Mr. Jimmy, I appreciate your effort. Láti jẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà kó dà kò ní já sásán. Ẹ ó kéré oko délé o. Onítàjò gbé ṣáájú o. Fáwa tá à ń fẹ́ kí ní kó dà fáwa náà. For those that are hell bent that this country will not be better, they will not die. They will be alive, and this country will be better in their time, and they will see it. And this Baba that is there, that is saying he will turn Thank you so much for the opportunity once again. I yield my back. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Konde. Thank you. That was beautiful. I'm a Keri Okodele. I'm a Bayinile Loko Nwo Idera Okan Bale la ma bayin lágbára Ọlọ́run. Awagun ní gbé sájò. Ní gbé sájò. Ohun wa ká wálé. It's our joy to come back home to do something productive in our homeland. Okay. I want to be able to come back home with my kids and take them to Ojuri, Tamati Jamalati Begiriatewedu, Abula. Show them how it's done. Show them how I eat with my bare hands instead of fork here in America. You know, I'll take them to my secondary school, show them how I climbed tree to pluck mangoes. You know, those things we did when we were growing up. Travel to my hometown, travel to my mother's hometown, Ondo. You know, we go by road. There will be no attacking, no herdsmen attack, and we'll see all kinds of bush meat on the road. You see people selling antelopes, selling snakes, selling all types of exotic bush meat. Anyone you want, and you just point to whichever one you negotiate. Grass cutters, you know, ro- uh, uh, um, fried one, roasted ones. You see everything there. You buy, you know, you buy fruit baskets by the roadside. You buy bananas. You buy organic. I'm talking about proper banana. Oh no, this one where they use chemical do here. I miss all these things. You know, I can come back home and just breathe good, fresh air. You know, we have a great weather in Nigeria. We don't know what we have. We that we've traveled. I've lived 10 years in the UK. I'm now in America. I've lived in Dubai, Abu Dhabi before. I lived in South Africa for a while. I've been around. Kò dẹ̀ síbi tó dàbí ilé. Nowhere like home. That's the fact. We are simply stuck here because the system works. The system does work. And that is what we want in our own country. So imagine that we have a system that works in Nigeria. No matter how comfortable you think you feel here, you have their passport, your kids have their passports, they don't see you as one of them. There is still racism going on down here. And we have the same thing. We have something similar going on back home. It's not going to happen, not in our own generation. So I join my voice with yours as a Yoruba fellow. No to this bigotry. Igbos are brothers and sisters. Yorubas, Hausas, Ijos, Efik, all of them. They just want to turn us against each other. It's not going to work. Not anymore. Not in our own lifetime. It's not going to work. Thank you, Mr. Akondi. All right, real quick. Let me go with Obidati has been here for the longest. I'll go with Obidati, Ebu, Anze, and Temp in that order, so we can wrap it up real quick. Obidati 2, how you doing?
I'm good. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you.
You think you can do this in 3 minutes?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
Thank you for this time. I am a northerner. I got married to a Yoruba lady. I have lived the better part of my life in the north, about 42 years of my life in the north. We just moved to the southwest, Abeokuta precisely, about barely 10 years ago. Sorry, 7 years ago. And actually, when we were growing up in the north, we had, because I grew up in university staff quarters, BUK, we had neighbors. And just like the previous speakers had said, you don't know who is Igbo, who is Yoruba, who is Hausa. You don't know. You don't even know who is an Ibira man. You don't know who is a Fulani. You don't know. We all eat together. We go to the same school, sit in the same class. I have had a wonderful time with, people of different ethnic groups. I don't segregate because I was not brought up like that. When we're growing up, we are 8 in number, but the total number of people that my mom and dad brought together were more than 20. But you will never know who is the real child, who is as in the real biological child. You will not know. I want to say I have been a very strong advocate of oneness, of togetherness. And I am happy that this is seeing the light of day. I will greet you all in Yoruba. I will greet you in Ebira. I will greet you in Hausa. And I will end up in greeting you with my little Fulani that I have learned. So let me start with Yoruba. Eka leo. Woki Boboile. Let me go with Hausa. Inawo Ninku. Nagere Kuso. Say so, say ya kuke. Which other language now? Okay. I want to say thank you for this time. And I want to thank Jimmy, Salam, everybody that had made this possible. And I know I have had people talking even on the street, and I know that this movement is not just on Twitter, it's not just on social media. That God will take us, to where He has desired us, where we were before our sanity was taken. That God will help us to reclaim our sanity and see each other as one. Jimmy, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You see how beautiful that was? He speaks his language, he speaks Igbo, he speaks Yoruba, he speaks Hausa, English fluently. And some pastors will be coming and saying, this is Yoruba land, this is Igbo land, this is Biafra land. It is just one Nigeria. And this movement has brought us together. There is nothing it is too late. Oh, Tilo, it is too late. We are united already. There's nothing you guys can do about it. Get over it. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Abel, let's have you now. Abel, my lovely sister, how you doing? You've spoken
Yes,
earlier
yes.
on.
I just wanted,
I guess you have
yeah, I just
to say
wanted to
if you
say
can.
something real quick, before I head to
All
bed.
right, go ahead.
Hello everybody. I've been thinking.
Can you speak closer to your phone? We can really
Okay, can you hear me? Hello everybody. Can you hear me?
better,
Yeah. So I said
better now.
I've been thinking about this whole Yoruba Ronu. Yoruba is better than Igbo. Get Igbo, go back to where you come from. And I realized that this thing is a Lagos thing. I mean, I currently shuttle Oshogo and Lagos, and the whole of the whole time I'm in Oshogo, I don't hear this foolishness. I don't hear it. I don't see it. Like it's literally non-existent. So when these other people, this Southwest letter came out today, and you were here. They were saying, oh, Lagos people are trying to Lagos APC is trying to subvert the government for themselves and themselves alone. It just made sense that they are just it's just these Lagos people, Lagos Yoruba people that are just pushing this foolishness, as I like to call it. And it just made me realize that they are just point 0.0000001% of Yoruba people. And they are in the grand scheme of things, they are so inconsequential. And we need to shut them. We need to shut them up and shut them down, and realize that we are one. We are one. We are one Nigeria. I have friends that when they see they'll tell me. I have male friends that will tell me I would only date an Igbo girl. I will only date an Igbo girl. I will only marry an Igbo girl. And this is standard. So when I'm hearing this thing, I realize that it's just 0.0001%, and they are making this seem like it's the whole of Yoruba people that have this dislike for Igbos. I mean, I just want my brothers and sisters that are Yorubas to understand that we are one, no matter what it is. In the grand scheme of things, we are one. I am part Yoruba, no matter how much I want to say, oh yes, I'm full Igbo. Both my parents are Igbos, yes, but I have Yorubas all around me. My sister-in-law is Yoruba. My family, we have Yorubas. Me, I speak Yoruba by myself, so there's nothing we can do about it. We are one. Jimmy, thank you so much for hosting tonight. You have been amazing. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day. I yield the mic.
Thank you, my lovely sister. Thank you. You're actually spot on, and it's sad that it's only Lagos that this thing comes up, and the sad thing is that it comes up in Lagos, but it's now spreading all over the place. Are you seeing what is going on in Ilorin now? And whatever it is they do in Lagos is spreading because one way or the other, the Igbos don't feel comfortable. I don't blame them. They don't feel comfortable in they don't feel comfortable in Lagos due to the way they've been treated. But guess what? I've never heard that any state in Southeast is chasing Yoruba people away or saying this is their. Me personally, I don't know if there is any. Just let me know. But me personally, I've never heard. I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen it. That's just to show you that these guys, they know what they're doing. They are the architects of bigotry. Whatever is going on right now, they are the cause of it. But we know it's too late for them. We know that's the game they know how to play. We know now, so it's game up for them. It's not business as usual. Thank you, Abel. That was beautiful. Anzi, how you doing? Can you make this quick, please? Please.
Mobinu, I'm not making anything quick at all, at all. It's going to be for the next 1 hour that I'm going to be talking. Thank you so much, Jimmy, my adopted younger brother that is not aware. But I'm letting the whole world know now. So please, people, put it down. Greetings to everyone in the house. Me Shomo, Yoba, Shubon, it could not be missing. So Yoba by proxy. And I think I can confidently say here that there is no human in the face of Nigeria that does not have a Yoruba connection. Whether you like it or not, that's the truth. Every human in Nigeria, be Hausa, be Igbo, be Efik. And by the way, I'm even a Calabar girl. And I had always prayed I wanted to marry a Yoruba person, but it didn't work out that way. However, Okotimo wa marry Omo Igbo ni, but Yoruba in every way possible. So Yoruba lands only. A lot of times, mommy gone could tell more. Where are these people from? She's as confused as every other person around us is. But that's not the important thing. The important thing here is we all are humans first and foremost. When you go to the hospital and you're sick, whether you're in Nigeria, Lagos, wherever, nobody asks where you're from. They first of all want to get you well. And that is very important. Right now, they being and every other part in Nigeria, Lagos, nobody is saying, are you more hungry than the Igbo person? Is the Yoruba person more hungry than the Hausa person? It's not like that. We're all suffering. People walking on the streets, nobody's looking at what tribe they're from. Everybody's suffering. Ebube Chikramaka, Dalo, one name. Thank you so much for what you started with because it was really gingering, really eye-opening. And I hope everybody here learned something. Jimmy, I hope you continue this space going on. I hope it doesn't stop here. I don't want to take everybody's time. But I live by a mantra that says that Kosibi Ashoma Fufun de Kolebola Shiri. No matter how clean and nice a dress is, whatever your inside is what you're inside. Except you work on changing your person and your character. It can't change. And at the same time, in your last show, the people we have around us, no matter the amount of money, if you have idiots around you, it will reflect. And if you have good people around you, it will reflect. I love the space you guys put up. Saddam is a brother I have never met. Jimmy is a brother I have never met. And it is sad to say, I feel more comfortable to be in such a beautiful place with people that have one mind, that have one goal, a better Nigeria. How good is that? No price, no amount of money, nothing, no wealth can change that fact. Because it will be good for everybody if it's good for one person that has the good heart of Nigeria. So please, if you're here listening, listen with an open mind. Take something away with you. Work on changing your mindset. Accept people's character, not where they're from. Because at the end of the day, let's not forget, when God created humans, he created one human race. He did not create racism or tribalism. That was done by bigot humans that are selfish to the core. Jimmy, thank you so much. Loads of hugs to you and everyone on the space. I yield my mic.
Thank you, my lovely sister. Thank you. God bless you too. In regards to doing the space, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. It's not something I want to. As you guys can realize, I've been moving around. Went to pick up the kids, take them to what's it called, to the supermarket. Took them back home, and I'm still in my. I dropped them back home, so I'm still in my car. I'm waiting to end the space so I can get back into my office and round up my remaining work. But yeah, I'll think about it, because in as much as we come on spaces, we do have our own personal lives. We have our own jobs, work we do to make living. So I'll put those things into consideration. And here. This is a practical place. When they say time is money, time is really money here. The amount of time you invest in whatever you do is what gives you what you live your life on. So I've given a lot of my time to this movement. I'm not complaining. So I'll see if I can do that again, because it's consuming, time consuming. So but I'll think about it. I'll think about it, because to be honest, it's worth doing. It is worth doing, as long as it's for the unity of the country, it's for the togetherness of the country, and it's for Peter Obi. I will do anything. Okay, but I'll think about it. My comfortability comes first. Thanks. That was beautiful. That was really beautiful. All right, let's take Tem, and finally Shiloh. Mr. Tem, can you do this within 3 minutes, please?
I'll think about it.
Okay, Moru.
Good evening, everybody. First of all, I want to use this opportunity to personally thank you, Jimmy, for what you're doing. And as to the just concluded conversation, which you think you'll be thinking about, I think that after speaking, you would know that it is necessary. Nigeria needs healing. Nigeria needs healing. There are some of us that grew up having resentments for this tribe, that tribe, based on information and events that had happened. I, for instance, have had negative relationships with some Yoruba guys. I've had negative relationship with some Igbo guys. I've had negative relationship with some Hausa guys. But the funny thing is, my best friend is Yoruba. I have cousins that are Muslim. Forgive my syllable, I may not be very, very fluent in English, but the very first time that I heard the word bigot or bigotry was in this this current election that is ongoing now. And like one Ebube said, it resonated from the events that happened in Lagos. There is this popular saying that when one finger is stained with oil, it affects the rest. Nigerians need to come on space and listen to people talk about their relationships with different tribes and how profitable it had been. There's not a lot of persons that knows what happened with Alex Ekweme and the other lady that cited the same thing that happened to her dad. But the point is, we need healing. We cannot heal if we keep grudges. We cannot heal if we continue in the light or without proper education and enlightenment. It is imperative that what we have started, we continue that sensitization so as to build better. So a lot of persons are taking home positive information because of today's event. Yes, I understand your comfortability and all that. Please, as a plea, even if it is once in a week or once in 2 weeks, we need to come together and talk. We need to tell people about this space so that they will come and learn. A lot of persons had concluded that the Yorubas are out to kill the Igbos, but it is not true. It is mostly political. Mostly political. And in politics, it is now coming. It is now transforming to our everyday life. That's what I have to say. You do mind. Thank you very much for this time.
Thank you, my brother. It is not true. It is not true. I'm happy to hear those words from you. And I mean, that's the whole point of this, because a lot of people have been reaching out to me. They've been having the back and forth with the, Igbos and Yoruba. It has never happened with me personally, but people reaching out to me, really got my concerns, and I thought, okay, you know what, them reaching out to me probably means they believe I can do something about it. So I just thought, you know what, let's have a space where everybody can come and listen, okay, to let them know that I am a typical Yoruba man. Original. Both father and mother. Ibile. Organic Ibile. And I support Peter Obi with my full chest. I support him with every single thing inside of me. I'm not hiding it. I'm flaunting it. And I do that with pride. I support him with all my heart because I believe in his candidacy. I believe in what he can do. A man has been tested with money and power. Those are the two most important and the most dangerous, intoxicating kind of thing you can ever imagine on planet Earth. He wielded it very well. He used it. And he came out clean. Oh, depo salary. Oh, money fufunene. In Nigeria, not in America, in Nigeria. No one has ever come up with such a record. But he did. Òun ló kàn láti ṣẹ̀sín. Òun ló kàn tó máa lé kúrò. Wọ́n á lé bí olè kúrò ní Aso Rock ni. Ẹ máa wòran, ẹ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀. Ẹ máa wòran. Ẹ máa wòran. Ẹni tí Ọlọ́run fẹ́ pa lọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀. Ó ti lọ ń depo sórí. Ṣiṣẹ́ tó béwúrẹ́ tó fi ń bá yẹ lò pọ̀. Ṣiṣẹ́ ti dé bá Tinubu báyìí. Ó ti dé bá. Ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn òun àti Ṣètìmá. Orí burúkú yẹn ti dé bá àwọn méjèèjì báyìí. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti lórí burúkú tó bá dé bá president ti dé bá vice ẹ̀. Àwọn méjèèjì máa ṣiṣẹ́ ti bá yé ayé wọn bó ṣe wà yẹn. Wọn ò tí ì mọ̀ kankan. Nílọ náà máa lọ, kò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan kan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Obedient, ẹ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀. Kò sí ogun, kò sọ́tẹ̀ láàrin Ìgbò, Yorùbá, Hausa. Àwọn olórí burúkú olùdarí wa. Àwọn náà fẹ́ dogun, náà fẹ́ dọ̀tẹ̀ sí wa láàrin. And it's not gonna happen. They are the one bringing all this madness in between us. These confusions. It's not gonna happen. Thank you. That was beautiful. My brother Shiloh, how you doing? Let's wrap up with a submission from a doctor, from a professor. How you doing, my brother?
That they want me, bro. I do, bro. How you doing now? Well done. Well done, bro. It's, shout out to you for having this space. You know me, I'm always on your case about getting rest and everything, but I know this is important, so shout out to you. I greet everybody. I greet everybody. Sorry, I wasn't here initially, but I managed to come on space and say, this is happening, so let me just jump in. But I listened a bit to what's been happening. Brilliant. I like the fact that we're doing this. But let me just share from my own little experience. You see, I spent the first few years of my life in the barracks. And if you know anything about the barracks, well, I don't know about now, but at the time, I remember it to be a melting pot of cultures. It did not matter where you were from. It did not matter who was what. You would visit, everybody saw themselves as a complete unit from family to family. I remember when, as an adventurous little boy, little rat, I would walk. I remember one time I walked bare feet to my friend's house, Damola Amboy. And everybody was, and when the mother saw me, she was so worried. She checked my leg, she checked this, she checked that, as if it was my own mother. I remember that. It still sticks in my head. And they were looking for me, but they found me because eventually, all they had to do was just ring and take me back. I said, okay, he's safe. He's here. I also remember a moment when I had a bad fall. We were playing. I shall remember I just hit I had a bad injury on my eye and I was screaming. And I remember, as young as I was, I just remember people around. Everybody was wondering, what's wrong? What happened? And they would want to put iodine. I'll run away. Somebody would hold me back. It's still vividly in my memory. But this is just to show you the sense of community at the time. It did not matter where you were from. It did not matter what was happening. Once there was joy, be it somebody getting promotion, everybody would rejoice. Everybody would be happy. Once there was, if it's a sad situation, everybody would come together and rally together. These are the memories that are in my head. Very fond memories in the barracks. Now, also, I happen to be fortunate to be a product of parents from two different parts of the country. Well, technically, both middle belt, but one is from a tribe that people would say is similar to the Yoruba, but it's its own. It is actually its own, but one would tilt it more to the Yoruba. And the other is on the plateau. Now, in hindsight, I count myself very privileged because already, by the time you come in, you're given a wide perspective to understand the cultures of two different tribes from two different parts of the country, directly or indirectly, right? Now, my parents as well were very open-minded because, of course, like I told you, living in the barracks, you interact with so many different people, so it just comes natural. And because we also have to move around, you get to see different things from different areas, and you can't help but be open-minded. It is only somebody that maybe they're following from house, that one will just refuse to open their mind. But with the experience I've had, I count myself fortunate. And what does that do? It brings balance. It brings moderation. I was born in the East. I spent my first few years in the East. I went to, all the way to my teen years. I went back home to the Middle Belt. But my adult years, I also spent in the South. So technically, I've been in and around different parts of the country. So when I see certain things or certain people behave a certain way, it irks me because you know that there is more to this. When you see people just labeling a particular group of people as something, it's very shallow, very shallow, because it starts from the individual. Everybody has the potential to do good and bad. It is not attributed to one tribe or one group or one. No, it isn't. And where do we find ourselves here? We find ourselves in a situation where we are wanting to rekindle, for those of us that can remember, rekindle that sense of unity. And this unity of purpose we have found through the obedient movement, through Peter Obi and Deti. So I just want to encourage us to continue in that path, because another thing that is very important is that thing that they used to tell us, to remember where you come from because you have to know that you represent not just yourself, but a group, with that, whether it's a family unit or an entire, group of people in one way. So if you find yourself in a position of power and you are just misbehaving, it reflects in some way. That is why you would see that a Peter Obi has done so much to open a lot of people's minds. And, at the same time, when somebody comes and wants to call, maybe because of the way some Yoruba people have behaved, bigots, you remember that there is a Jimmy here that has been fighting for this same Peter Obi. This is how you moderate yourself. This is how you balance your thought. And this is how you become a more rounded Nigerian that will build towards this nationhood that we're trying to actually work towards. So with these few words, I hope I'm able to encourage everybody to continue in this path, because we know what we're trying to do. These people have eaten deep into the cracks, but in one cycle, you've actually proved them wrong, that there's more to this. And it's been very much manipulative. So do not, and it cannot work anymore. And it should not work anymore, because we have a lot to do. We don't have time for this dilly-dallying and fighting. There is too much to do in that country. So yeah, Jimmy, shout out to you. I yield.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. That was beautiful. Remember, there are some people like myself and many other like me doing the good work out there, doing what is right and showing people that look, Yorubas are not bigots, Igbos are not bigots. There's just some few crazy people portraying us like the bad, sides. So let's always have that at the back of our minds. And I'm sure I'll think about it as I've said earlier on. I'll think about it and figure out a way to go about it. Anything for the movement, I'm ready to do it. I've already invested a lot of time, energy, effort, and financings into the movement. It's not a problem. I'm not complaining. I'm doing it without being forced to do it. That's the beauty of it. I'm doing it simply because of what I believe in, and I'll try my possible best to keep doing it. Okay, and it's because we're doing it for God and for country. So thank you so much for coming, people. God bless you. Saddam has been here since the beginning. Thank you so much. So much respect for you, my brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And they've been streaming this live on the Violent Space Radio and the YouTube. Thank you, guys. Thank you. God bless you. I see the real Omieze here. Thank you, my lovely sister. Well-meaning Nigeria has been here since as well from the beginning. My sister Naomi, Omega X, Antonia, Oluwarotimi, God bless you for your submission. Lily V, I see you, my lovely sister. God bless you. Auntie Bolanle, welcome back. Thank you for your support. The Jack, Nina, my beautiful sister. Cindy Gold, thank you for your presence. Thank you for your submission. It was beautiful. Thank you. Belumi, Adaweri, Odun Tutu. Chris, Ernest, Otumba DK, Fuga, Big J, Ellen, the new Nigeria, Adeolo, Ola Edo, Heroine. I saw your request, but man, I need to. I mean, I'm 40 minutes above my schedule, but I hope you guys understand. I was actually meant to stop by 6 o'clock, but yeah, I had to extend it by then. Akoni, I see you. TK, my sister, Professor Talabi, I see you. Thank you guys for coming, and my brothers and sisters from the uh, southeast, we love you. We love you with our whole heart. I mean, I'm married to an Igbo woman. Oh my goodness. Growing up as a Yoruba boy, I enjoy my, Yoruba food, the amala, begiri, all the Yoruba soup. But my brothers, Igbo people get soup, oh, Jesus Christi. Ah! Hey! tí wọ́n bá ṣe ọbẹ̀ fún yín ọbẹ̀ ìyàwó olè náà máa ń sè ẹran máa pọ̀ ju ọbẹ̀ lọ ọbẹ̀ ìyàwó olè náà máa ń sè ẹ̀rọ máa dàbí orí èèyàn nu abọ́ palaba náà máa ń gé ẹran ọbẹ̀ gbèsè náà máa ń sè ọbẹ̀ gbèsè they will cut meat for you my wife go cut this meat go reach 3 people chop na wetin hey these people are blessed they eat like it's I mean, you only have one life for crying out loud. You have one life. Bitter soup makes sense. Jesus Christi. Man, Yoruba will not marry Igbo. You're on your own. You are on your own. You are on your own. Hey. Igbo Nsiobe. Kabiesi. Ewo, Emma Jemfenuso, you to go and marry Igbo and you experience it yourself. Go and marry Igbo, come see your beg base your first salary. Buy wa koko fi je obe no. Wa koko wa ko esi gbese. Ìròyìn ò tá fojú bá ẹ lọ fẹ́ Igbo kẹ́ mọ̀ bó ṣe rí Yorùbá go and marry Igbo you go know. Ẹ máa gbà una go know say yes. Gbogbo ẹ̀ ń jẹ ewédú, ẹ̀ ń jẹ lá, ẹ̀ ń jẹ omi ọbẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn yẹn. Ẹ wá jẹ bitter leaf soup. Ẹ jẹ́ kó ṣe ìdíkà ikọ̀ fún yín ẹ máa rí ìgbín máa káwọ́ gbéra báyìí inú abọ́ ẹ máa wo ìgbín báyìí pé yéè ṣàkì àwọn ṣàkì tó níké tó nípọn burúkú ẹ wò ẹ má jẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́. Thank you guys for coming. God bless you. It was a beautiful day. I enjoyed myself. It was beautiful and I'll do this anytime, any day with my fellow Nigerians. Let me put it that way. And on that, I say thank you. God bless you. I will end with the national anthem in Yoruba, just the way I started. And I'll end the space with that. Thank you so much, my people.
Pẹ̀lú okun àti ìgbàgbọ́ kì í ṣe àwọn akọni wọn kò má ṣe jẹ́ sásán ká fi tọkọtara sílẹ̀ tolómìnira. Wá kí a sọdọ̀kan. Mo ṣe ìlérí fún orílẹ̀-èdè mi Nàìjíríà láti jẹ́ olótìítọ́ àti ẹni tó ṣe é fọkàn tán, láti sìn ín pẹ̀lú gbogbo ipá mi, láti dáàbò bò ó pẹ̀lú ìṣọ̀kan àti fún ìgbésókè ọ̀wọ̀ àti ògo rẹ̀. Kí Olúwa ràn mí lọ́wọ́.